Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another edition of NHL Trade Talk Now. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with NHLTradeTalk.com. As always, this video is brought to you by Fanatics Card Shop. You can check out their marketplace on Facebook. All right, we're going to be focusing on the Vegas Golden Knights today. After a Game 6 disappointing loss to the Montreal Canadiens, they are now officially out of the 2020-21 NHL playoff picture. And of course, whenever there's a disappointing loss and a team is expected to beat, like Vegas was expected to beat the Montreal Canadiens, there's going to be some changes. There's going to be talk of differences, going to be moves, roster changes, salary cap concerns, all sorts of things, and that's definitely going on in Vegas today. So there's already talk about what might happen this offseason. Among the most popular is the theory that the Vegas Golden Knights are going to shed some salary cap space. They got about $3 million in space for next year. They have a lot of free agents, including guys like Alec Martinez, that they got to get taken care of, and then even more players with one more year and then expiring after that. The easiest way to probably free up some of this cap space is to move one of your goaltenders. So Marc-Andre Fleury is making $7 million a season. He's got one more year left on his current deal. Robin Lehner's making $5 million a season. He's got a few years left in the deal. It's $12 million tied up in two goaltenders, and there was a lot of talk about these two goaltenders and their playing time in this particular playoff series. So what are you going to do if you're the Vegas Golden Knights and you want to free up some money to do big game shopping, which is what they typically do every summer since they've been in the NHL? So can you move Fleury? Yeah, absolutely you can. He's a Vezina finalist. He played fantastic during the regular season. He played fantastic during the playoffs. He's a good leader. He's a great human being from everything that we've heard. So there's going to be some takers there. Now, what teams are going to be interested, we don't really know because of the fact that he's 36 years old. He's got 1 year left on his deal. There's some talk that maybe when he's done, he might want to go back to Pittsburgh. We don't really know exactly what his situation is, but we probably know for sure is that when he expires on this current contract, he's probably going to sign 1 or 2 year deals to close it out. So if you're a team looking for a younger goalie to grow with your future, is he your guy? He's a stable goaltender. He's really good, but he's the guy that you want to do. If you're Vegas, do you want to risk moving Fleury if maybe Leonard's not your guy? So there's going to be a lot of conversations here about what's going to happen and tons of speculation about whether or not Fleury will go. Now, he's got a 10-team no-trade list that he can go to. Robin Lehner's got like an 8-team no-trade list that he can use. So it's not going to be the easiest trade in the world to make, but it should be easier than last offseason when there were rumors that Fleury was going to be on the move and that the Vegas Golden Knights just couldn't even send him anywhere, even with a sweetener, retaining some of the salary or adding a second-round pick or what have you. At that point, in the NHL flat cap salary, there was just no room for Fleury on most of these teams and nobody was taking. Now, if you look back at it after the season he had, you probably would have bit if you were another team at this point. But will that happen again this summer? Probably another team will be interested, but we'll see exactly who it is and what happens there. Going to be lots of talk surrounding Marc-Andre Fleury. There's going to be lots of talk around some of the roster players in Vegas, as there will be about other teams. But after you lose to the Montreal Canadiens, and by the way, credit where it's due, Montreal was fantastic. They deserved to win that series. But for the Vegas, who was supposed to beat the Montreal Canadiens, this is really disappointing. So we'll see what happens with these two players. We'll see what happens with the rest of the roster and talk about trades and things like that. But we'll keep our eyes and ears on Marc-Andre Fleury because he is a fantastic goalie who could be on the move, which is pretty rare considering he's a Vezina finalist this year. So we'll have all the story on NHLTradeTalk.com. You can go there, check out the article now. Hit the like button, subscribe to these videos, hit the notification button for future videos. And by the way, if there's anything you want us to talk about, any goalies, any players, any rumors or trades that you'd like us to cover on one of these videos, put it in the comment section and we'll make sure that we do that. All right, guys, have a fantastic week and we'll talk to you soon.